Brunetti has always been much more than a hairstylist. She started as a fashion student in Manhattan and studied art history in Florence before becoming one of the global beauty industry's foremost leaders and innovators. Over the years, she has won many notable awards and has been named the artistic director for some of the most prestigious companies and salons. Today, she is as well known for her celebrity clientele as she is for her training of world-class hairstylists.
But I am thrilled to have you here today.
And it's an honor for me. It's always, I just love people. I mean, you know, and women especially. You know, for me, what you just saw, the awards, the accolades, the magazines, the celebrities, there's nothing to me as important as when a woman is sitting in my chair, and I pass this along to everybody in my salon that I train, but when a woman looks in the mirror, and I know she feels better about herself, better walking out than she did walking in, to me, that's the home run. That's why I got into this industry. The rest just happened.
Okay, so that's question 1 and 2.
Now, here's a trick.
Here, tell me what you need.
So when I was doing Ricky's hair, Ricky Lake's hair on the Ricky Lake show, I'll just take one of these. When I was doing her hair on the Ricky Lake show, one day she said, Mary, I just want a ponytail. Just give me a simple ponytail. So I said, okay. So we put her out in front of the camera when she went to warm up the audience, and guess what? The control room called me back immediately and said, no. Her hair she just looks like a pinhead because it was pulled too tight away. So that's when I discovered the only way to do the ponytail the right way, right? And to give it some kind of dimension was you had to back comb the base. So all that means is you don't have to do anything here, but you remember back combing?
Teasing.
Teasing, yeah. So there, I'm putting a base, that's it. Okay, so if I do that,
Fabulous live show.
so now you can do this to yourself. So all I'm doing is pushing, the comb goes in, push down. Comb goes in, push down. Comb goes in, push down, right? After you do that all over the head, and then you use, like now we have these, remember what I said, it's product.
It feels great.
I do see Jesse's.
Oh, this is funny, right?
This is not going on Facebook.
Yeah, you better, I don't know.
Too late.
All right, so this isn't hairspray, this is texturizing spray, right? You don't want to use hairspray because hairspray says, I'm done and this is the way I want my hair to look. This says I'm still going to work with my hair, but I need to bump up my base. This is the base, right? So you take texture spray and put it in and go to every section. Once you're done, you can take your comb or your brush, and here's the trick with back comb. You ever back comb hair and you put the brush in and it's gone? Because you're using this part of the brush. You only use this part of the brush. After back combing, you take the side of the brush and you smooth the top layer over so you still get the back combing there, right? Once it comes all back to where you're going to make your ponytail, that's when your elastic goes in. So let's say now I put her hair into a ponytail. Right now, I'm not making this tight, so I'm just doing it quick just to show you. So I always take now this part of my tail comb, turn it to the side, you come into your shape and you bump it up. So now you're lifting up and you're emphasizing even more what you've already back combed, right? And you look from here, so you see she already has that bump here, right? Then you could drop this down and you could basically do, if you want a side part, if you want it. For her, I went straight back and up because I knew I was going to photograph it from the side. So again, just nice and smooth, just like that.
Mary, question, is that damaging to the
No,
hair?
no, not at all.
I was thinking the same thing.
All right, now lift it from here. So you're looking in the mirror. I don't have a mirror in front of me, right? You kind of want to break that up a little to look like it's more natural, and then use your texturizing spray again. So now, can you turn to the side? So now you can actually you can either put a pin here and here, or just come straight back, wrap that section around your ponytail.
Oh, that looks nice.
So you cover your elastic here, you lift this up from here, and you just put a bobby pin right here to attach it. So, and that's how I got that look. Right, so it's 3 steps, not bad, right? If you have, let's say, stand by with this.
Okay, I'm on it. I'm learning now. take this just in case.
You know, and so one of the points of difference, I have to say, I'm not doing a commercial for my salon, but I am saying, one of the differences that I have to say that maybe pull me apart or separate me from the pack out here is education. Because whatever I'm doing at Sally's, whatever we're doing in the city, they get it first. So anybody who's on the floor in my salon has to train with me for 2 years. I don't care. I don't know if anybody knows Scott that works for me. He came to me and he already was a hairdresser for 15 years. And because I loved him as a person, immediately I said, Scott, I would love for you to work with me. Don't quit your day job yet. Work for me as an assistant at night, right? And on your off days. And when you're ready, I'll put you on the floor. I said, but you're gonna take a huge step backward to take a million steps forward. And he did it. He came in and shampooed hair while he was working at his other job on the floor. I mean, it happens at Sally Hirschberger's where somebody will come to me from Frederick Fekkai or another, you know, high-profile salon, and I have to evaluate them for Sally, and then I have to give my recommendation, which is usually, I need them for 6 months before I can put my stamp of approval. So when I look around Long Island, sometimes Long Island gets a bad rap for hair, but I know why that happens. Because when a hairdresser gets busy behind a chair, they think, aha, I can open my own salon. But just because they're good behind a chair doesn't mean they know how to teach, and who taught them? You understand? So I was taught way back when by Vidal's right-hand man, Trevor Sorby, and I got great classic education. Right? That doesn't happen for everybody. So it starts at the top with the owner. It depends how good they are. That's how good everybody else is going to be or not.
Yeah.
So the difference is education. When a salon has a great educational program that runs every week for cut and color, then you know the people in it are going to be responsible hairdressers that aren't just going to... I hear hairdressers around the country talk people out of looks because they don't know how to do them. Okay, so let's say her hair is all prepped. She's got a little back combing going on. You know, she may want a part here, she may not. All right, but all you need to do is twist the hair. You just stay like that. Okay, so if I were doing Fashion Week and we were doing French twists, I would first do what we used to do in the old days, pin here and then fold, right? But you're not gonna do that for nighttime. For nighttime, you wanna, I like it when my clients leave my salon with updos that looks like they could almost have done it themselves, but not, right? Yeah. So here, I'm gonna take my thumb, and my thumb's gonna be pointed right here, right at the center. And I'm gonna grab her hair this way. And then I'm gonna just twist. Maybe it's better if I do it from the other side. There. And then twist. So I grab the hair and just twist it up. So now here's the pleat. And again, I'm coming in and going over, right? So I just aim right into, you could use either bobby pins or hairpins. In the pleat, and then over. In the pleat, over.
That's pretty nice, so you don't have to ponytail it first or...
No. You're just twisting. Twisting.
That looks so simple.
Right, so. And the key for these too, so now I would continue pinning. You want to make sure that this is tight above the ear and this is tight, because if it goes baggy, it looks matronly. All right, you know, she could leave the ends out if she wants, right, to make it a little bit more modern, a little messier, but you get the idea. You're just twisting it around your fingers and then pinning it into the head shape. Okay, so this is a simple braid, right? How do you get this braid to look more modern? Watch. I'm going to put my finger here, right? And I'm going to do some ruching. So, I'm going to go from this side. All right, so I do this. I push pull. I push pull. Push pull. Push pull. And then I pancake, right? So now if I put my, now I'm not going to leave it like this obviously, but I do this for a reason, because now watch. Now, if I pull all this out and I make it a little bit more modern here, when I take this, and come around and do that chignon, now I have all those interesting little knots to do there and pin into.
A lot more volume.
Now be careful where you place the shape. Now this is another thing I teach hairdressers. Look at the person's profile, right? The profile will dictate where the shape goes, because you have three choices. Is it going to sit at the top of the crown, the middle of the head, or below the occipital? Most people look best at the top of the crown. If you want to elongate this line, or if they have a nice draw line, it can go below the occipital. Never looks good dead center. It just pulls the nose out, even if you have a little nose. Okay, so that's called brushing. So, okay, so doing this is what I did here. So I lifted it away, and that is that. So now, if you want to really do something fun, take this out and don't put it in here. Do your Dutch braid here, do another braid here. So what happens is this braid wraps around this shape. And that's exactly how I did that picture. And then I took my tail, because remember, the tail comb, it's about the silhouette, how it looks from the side, and always lift that out.
Yeah.
But this is invaluable to me. But just putting whoever looking, putting the right shape to help us get, it's all smoke and mirrors, what we do, right? But just putting the emphasis in the right places, you can go from good hair to fabulous hair.